Ursula shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, a narrow bird in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Along with this, one should consider that Alette was very much against killing humans. She was fine with killing Dredge in self-defense, but yeah, she was like, I don't want to kill people. Why did we have to kill people? Oh my god, I'm so sad right now. I'm so disappointed in you. And now she's killed someone, like, all on her own, no orders from anyone else. Anyways, Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly, she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can, I can fix it. Where's my needle? Oddleif? Anyone? Ivor, I found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Avon, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally I wouldn't like that. I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleif? It's a good thing Avon was here. She's going to pull through. Though it was a nasty wound. Whew, didn't lose her either. Okay, I'm glad. I'm okay with this. We managed to kill most of those treacherous sons of bitches or traitorous? Yeah, traitorous. Sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Avon. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Avon frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. I feel like he had planned this a long time. All those things, all the talking he did about other people wanting to overthrow me is basically all his thoughts as far as I'm concerned. I think that much is clear. Egil killed a good half-dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostweller the whole time. He left Frostweller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Egil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skoger. He must have thought with us gone he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave. Hey? Kitty. Dad, come. Hey? Come. I want him to lay down in my lap, but nah, he doesn't seem interested in doing that. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. I mean, yeah, we're not like him, right? You're a better person than I, Rook. None of this changes the fact that Belor is out there somewhere following us. That swamp around Seagerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Well, I think I owe Ekil some thanks. Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Ekil. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us. Va? Är det eländigt? Va? Stackars. Stackars kitty cat. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Uh, why didn't you warn us? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onuf's gonna murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me, but listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Hörru! Psh. Nej. Vill du gå upp? Ska du gå ut? Yep. Be right back. Kitty wants stuff. Ja, kom då. Okay, there we go. I'm back again. Just need to settle into my little armchair. So why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? When we became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into over time. He never cared and I gave up and did what he wanted. I don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostweller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. Ah, you know, he has a crazy eye. Look at that crazy eye. Gotta respect that. You're welcome to stay. Your family. You need some crazies in the family, yeah? Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. That made me think of the streamer I'm a cutie pie. I can respect that, dude. I respect that. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know? You shake your head as Ekelith steps away from camp. And time to talk to Oddlife. How's the wound? You notice Oddlife wins as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure... well, I'm glad you would have missed me, Rook? She smiles. Without even, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Maybe you would. Heard you took a stab in yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. I mean, the thing though is that I can't sound like I'm a cutie pie, and it's a shame. It's a damn shame. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first one to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddly, thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean, I'll talk to you later. She be flirting. She be flirting. So how's it looking right now? We have me injured for a day and odd life for a day. That's not too bad. I've had worse. 9 supplies, good morale. I'll rest for a day so that I can be in fighting condition, then I'll leave. Hey there, and welcome to the Big Dick Club. Appreciate it a lot, man. I mean, that's the best I can do, and it's not a very good impression. I feel Spazzy did a really good job of doing an I'm a cutie pie impression. Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulders and said, "Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of these supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. What's going on here? "Nothing concerning you," he replies, "and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen, though they thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't." I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna defend these guys. The man turns completely toward you, shaking his head. "Had a feeling you'd be that type," is all he says before the brigands rush you even. Plural. Right. What do? Welcome back to the gang. Let's do like so. No, actually. Yeah. That'll be good. Can at least pretend. I really don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm far too tired for this. But we can take out this archer. Pretty sure, yeah. Boop, gone. I mean, if that's where you wanna stand to shoot, I guess, be my guest. Probably should have turned my attention to the other side, but whatever. Just gonna wait for them to come a little bit closer. He still has a lot of armor. Oh shit. He ran me through. How rude. But at least I can deal some damage. And he's gone. She gonna shoot me? She says, isn't she? What a bitch. damage. Thank you very much. And so spin to win. I mean, I can take that though. Meh. Probably could have mended his armor. Oh well. Wouldn't really have mattered though, because that attack that he did, it basically just deals the same amount of damage to a random stat, like either to strength or to armor. Woohoo! So close. So almost dead. I mean, if I can't actually kill this guy, I will be dead, for sure. But, actually, you know what? Mark Prey. There we go. Minus 12. Not at all overkill. That's what you get. And there we go. Some more renown. Which I'll probably just end up buying supplies for. With brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. It's true what he said, one tells you. We took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me, I'd let them die. They hesitantly join your caravan. Plus 22 supplies. Some clansmen. Morale declined. Well, here we have a little village. Let's hope they sell very, very cheap supplies. Please. 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 I feel like I'm sort of struggling. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Okay, so I got some clansmen, but no supplies. 1 renown gets 5. That's actually pretty decent. World hook. An enormous fishing hook thought to be from the legend in which the Varl King Skrimmer pulled a whale from the silver stone. Break damage. Well, I'm just mostly interested in the rations. Okay, that should last us a little while. Well, 19 days, unless anything changes. I kind of would like to promote Rook. Break damage, auto attack for all allies. Break damage, auto attack. Yeah. I mean, I do wish to promote both of these, but I certainly don't. Like, it costs me 20 renown to promote one of them. Or I could promote her for 15, but it also doesn't quite feel so worth it. Because I feel like Nid is actually a better archer than Oddleif. Or, well, you know, Oddleif's ability is quite nice. $15, that will leave me with 10 supplies. I mean, I guess I'll just fucking do that. Fine. I'm gonna regret it, aren't I? And I have 2 points. I'm not really sure if it's worth putting into armor, but I'm gonna do it anyways, because I'm dumb like that. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. It'll be fine, I'm sure. And we rest one day, I feel. Just for the morale. I don't feel like I'm doing too well this game. Or this session. Maybe it's just because of that whole big incident that happened. I don't know. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. The thing about varl is that they have sort of an aversion to fire, I guess, for some reason. I'll go in after the boy, I guess. I want to save the supplies, but... Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older varl while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon did not make it. Minus 41 supplies. What in the depths was that about, you mutter to yourself. Something about the fire, Oddlife tells you. I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. And there goes a big chunk of my supplies. The sound of a skirmish alerted to a varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This varl killed my father without reason." The varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Let us hear what he has to say. The varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied, now he's dead." "Lies?" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward." Then the men wildly attack the varl, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep it up. "I'ma defend him. I like the varl." "Ivor, you say? We could use any varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we?" He nods, readying his weapons. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The varl turned toward you. "Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other varl." He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. +1 varl. Morale improved. +5 for now. I mean, I'm fine with that. Fuck my supplies. Oh, another godstone? Or maybe not? Maybe? Looks like it. They usually give me some lore, so it's always welcome if you ask me. They're quite intricate and interesting if you look at them. Although I can tell you all the things that are on them though. The imposing godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. "These shouldn't be growing here," he says excitedly. "I haven't seen these in a long time." He and Morgan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. "To the only god that matters," they shout. Everyone drinks and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Man, I want to inspect the godstone, but I also want to collect the berries. I'm gonna inspect it. Oh, I get to join him anyways. You look up at the godstone. Bjorulf's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjorn was one of the most popular gods of men in Varl, the one who taught them how to brew. It seems more than coincidence that the long fields around Bjorn's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. I'm gonna join him in collecting berries because that might give me supplies and I want those. What exactly are these, you ask Hogan? When I would travel to Bersgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find. See for yourself. You try one and you can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hour becomes late and the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorn's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Oh, okay, that's all I got. Damn. More supplies missing, the woman by wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here, they look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks. No telling how many. Fuck, how to deal with this. Have the children watched carefully? I mean, that's a good idea in any situation, I feel. Some parents complain deeply while others approve of the decision. Regardless, you check the wagons every morning and the supplies remain consistent. It seems like whoever it was has given up on extra food. Fucking supply management.
Ringvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Reinevik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Bersgard. You try to hurry past but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleif up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about, who staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Rush to help. He seems useful, whoever he is. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey, shouts Ovara, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me. He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Scarlet feather. What is that? Nobody has actually caught a blood raven, but the lucky few who have found one of their feathers can tell you why. +2 movement, -1 drawing aggro. That is quite neat. And, well, I didn't, I just wanted to check him. Rank 5, Warhawk, Tempest, and yeah. He's like an elf, basically. So, you know, they could make a pretty deadly something. I think this could work just fine. Probably. Similar to Will on Rest. There we go. But this is probably the last battle I will do, and then I'll have to take off because I need to go shopping before it gets too late. Actually, let's go so down there. Need and hope ready. Oh shit. Maybe he shouldn't have been going first. How much damage could he actually do, though? Now that I think about it, he could probably deal some pretty significant damage to this guy. Well, decently so anyways. I was a bit afraid of this big guy. It's not his turn until then, okay. Should be able to do some stuff, I think. Ah, damn, I can't quite reach. I wanted to be able to spin to win here or there. Oh well. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Go Gunnulf. This guy's gonna be a problem for me, I think. Yeah, I sort of wanna take down his HP though before he can strike me, preferably. I could just go for him, but that wouldn't really be worth it, would it? That's also not gonna be worth it. Tickle. Ah, fuck. He's trying to summon more dredge. Hopefully I can kill him though before any of that happens. Fuck, I should have probably... Yeah, what I should have been doing is probably just something like that. We'll see if he even walks there, he might just walk to the side. Ooh, spin to win. I'm lucky that I had actually killed something, at least I could get some willpower back. Oh, there we go. I managed after all. Oh, that's good. So close. I don't like those shatter stones. I'm not quite even on the next turn, I suppose. Damn it. Just gonna shatter his armor. Let's see. She could do that, or she could just like kill him. And she could kill that guy. Oof. Dick move. But at least he is dead. This is gonna hurt though. Oh my god, no, thank you. None of that. Don't want it. Trying to get some of that damage down. She's dead though. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do about that though. Yeah. Down she goes. Breaking some armor. That is to say all his armor. Setting her up for the kill. Need has been injured in battle, not surprised. I mean, she did go down. That's my bad for not keeping her safe though. Welcome to my mead house, Siegbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a Varl this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are all these? Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What's wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass, remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What? What do we do with this guy? Oh... Anyone here is welcome to join us? The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you haul them back to the caravan. Plus 20 supplies, plus 10 renown. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Okay. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan. Siegbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Bearsgard. Okay, so that'll be it for the stream. It's been a roller coaster, emotionally speaking, anyways. All in all, I guess it turned out lost a lot of supplies. Fucking Onef backstabbing me. But it's been fun, and yeah. Hopefully I'll be doing this some more soonish. Only thing is I'll be working this weekend and it's my mother's birthday soon. So we'll have to see. I'll still try and make time though. So thank you for watching. See